Good morning, everybody. I'm Frater Akiba, Ravi Akiba Ben David. So glad that you're here today. Thank you for showing up to my channel. Very grateful for all my new subscribers, for all my new members. Appreciate your presence and you being here. You know, this is the holidays, so everybody's emotions are all over the place. Everybody's trying to figure some things out. We got some crazies out here doing some crazy things. All right, we just want to ask Spirit to be with us. Okay. Last few days have been interesting, right? I think everybody's been feeling like that moon in Gemini. Anyways, God bless everybody. Hope everybody's well. So, I was going to say, you know, I try to align myself with Spirit and with Source and to do what I know is necessary for the best for myself and for my future, what benefits your well-being, right? What doesn't serve you, okay? It's a message for somebody out there today that, listen, some things are good for you, some things are bad for you, some things are healthy, some things are not healthy, okay? And pay attention to the red flags, okay? Because let me tell you, all right? People will line you up out there, man. Yes, they will. I'm getting a double on it today. We got some Palo Santo up in there. Come on, Spirit. And happy holidays, everybody. Whatever everybody celebrates out there. Or just being alive. You know what I mean? I pulled a couple cards earlier. And I felt like that was like the energy. First card I pulled was Masons are involved. We're gonna find out where this is gonna go. Spirit. Okay. Just let that burn a little bit. Okay, we're gonna use my, I already shuffled, so we're gonna let me start like this. Okay, let's see what we got here. Because I pulled teach and share. So somebody's being called to, maybe there's something that you need to convey to somebody, or you need to present information to somebody. There's something about that. Okay. Just a thought for somebody out there. Spirit. Judgment. Okay. Six of Swords. Justice. Okay, and the Sun. Look at that. Man, you have no idea. Oh my goodness. This is like, I'm telling you right now, this is the reading again. Man, that's crazy. That is so crazy. Okay, now listen. Let me see what you can see here. So judgment and justice. So we got the horn. Okay, now look. Here's the horn. It's like a broadcast, right? And it's like a broadcast signal receiver. Okay, so this information is being sent out through the airwaves, okay? And it's raising up these dead items, okay? For what? And Masons are involved. What do we got? A community cult, okay? So there's some kind of judgment or call that's been going out, raising up the fucking zombie bot apocalypse out here or something. Maybe arousing some, maybe they're not liking what they're hearing through the court system or something, or what's going on here? Let's find out. A community cult that Masons are involved in, okay? You got to keep going. So something's come to light. Now these are like frequencies. These are wave bands, you see? Coming forward, like the solar cosmological concepts of the solar logos or the solar deity of self-consciousness, okay? Something is being revealed and communicated through the airwaves, and it is something that is being exposed. Now this is Six of Swords energy to the Justice card, upright. So Six of Swords. Justice, you got to keep going. You got to keep going. You see? You got to keep going to get to that other side of this situation that you're involved in. Okay? Spiritual warfare here. Something in your past. Oh my God, look at this. Spiritual warfare. Yo. Lord have mercy. That's crazy. Damn. And here's the reason why. This is why justice is upright. Okay? Because you will win in this situation. All right, you will be the victor in this situation. The truth, the sword of truth is out here. So it's like, look at the sword. It's like the sword is connected right to, see this right here? It's like one of them towers, right? And then the sword is raised up to receive the communication. And it comes right through the justice system to balance out the scales, you see? Something was unbalanced. Some form of communication has come in and revealed to you, resurrected an idea, a memory, an emotion, maybe something like when you say, with the truth being out here, there was some form of grand deception going on. All right? And maybe it's that deception that you are essentially moving away from in your mind. Okay? You're traveling. Could be traveling over water. Okay? Somewhere where it's sunny. From a mountainous place. You could be traveling somewhere from a more colder region to a more temperate region by way of water. That could be somebody out there for somebody. Whatever situation this is in, a legal situation you might be in, if you heavy on the perseverance energy here, heavy on keep going, don't give up, heavy on you will win if you don't give up. Okay, you're dealing with a coven. And spirit is initiating you, so have faith, okay? Have faith. Spirit is initiating you. These haters, they regret that you're free and that you're the star. Wow. Okay, so you got some people out here, some deep regret over your ability maybe to communicate. Maybe there's something you're communicating through the airwaves. Maybe you've called judgment on a situation, brought to light some facts pertaining to a situation, okay? Pertaining to the scales being balanced in your life. Libra energy. But you're dealing with a coven here, man, okay? You're dealing with a coven. Spirit's telling you to fuck that shit. Okay, so whatever it is, yeah, they're trying to poison you. This could be the poisoning of the mind, or maybe they're trying to poison the justice system, you see, with lies and create. And this is what they do. They create chaos magic. Now let me explain to you what chaos magic kind of entails. There's all different forms of it. You think it's not like, let me give you an example. Maybe you're focused on something specifically in your life that needs a lot of your attention, okay? And you get inundated with like these communications, like people constantly in the airwaves, these frequency bands, right? People just start bombarding you with all these emails or spam calls. That is a form of chaos magic, my friends, okay? And that's exactly how the enemy works. They'll send thought bots into your life to just, females or males who literally just come into your life to just simply create chaos, to create instability, and that's what their job is. They're like, I call them, whatever. So chaos magic is a form of poison, because if you don't understand what's going on, you can naturally assume that you're doing something wrong, or that there's something, like there's something wrong with you or whatever, when in reality, or this is some kind of karma, when in fact you got whole practitioners. You're involved in some spiritual warfare, my friend, okay? All right? And you got Masons involved. You got a community cult, all right? You're dealing with a dark coven, all right? Now, this is the reason for this. Whatever you're going through is because Spirit is initiating you, all right? And wants you to have faith, okay? So these haters, they're in deep regret right now that you have the ability to communicate. That's what it is. So they're trying to use chaos magic to poison the minds of anybody who might listen to you. Boom! Did you hear the words come out of my mouth? Damn, the thin blue line. The biggest fucking gang in America. Biggest gang in America. Don't get it twisted now. And what are they? They're part of a fucking demonic cult. You don't believe me? So you got Masons, and it's all because you're special. Okay? Something special. What did I tell you? Look at this. Corrupt police and a demonic spell. Okay? That's the Masons. It's the fraternal order of the police, in case you didn't know. And what do they use? Binding spells. Now, what are binding spells? They're called warrants. All right? Called handcuffs. They're called you have no rights. You're dealing with the CIA, crooks in action. Should be completely fucking eradicated off of our planet. All right? Why? Because you're a targeted individual. That's why. And you need to set fucking boundaries. And Spirit is calling you to be a spiritual warrior out here. All right? You have to be. And not to give up. Okay? Don't give up. Whatever you do. Do not give up in this situation because you will win. This message is for somebody out there dealing with spiritual warfare and a dark coven. Okay? That is trying to use some kind of chaos magic, maybe in the justice system, against you. Okay? But Spirit is telling me to put your boundaries up because you're a warrior. Okay? You know who you are. Remember who you are. Release the poverty mindset. Okay? By the ocean. Healing by the ocean. Yeah. Maybe you need to take some salt baths, okay? I'll put that one over here on the other side. They're being exposed. Now, okay, hold on. We'll go, hold on. I want to, sorry. They're being exposed. What'd I tell you? The Judgment and the Sun card with justice, okay? Somebody's being forced to leave a situation behind, and you're being moved to calmer waters in this situation, which means you're going to be able to rest your mind, have peace of mind, okay? You know, it's one thing to hear that you need to have faith or that Spirit is initiating you, okay? So Spirit initiates us through situations that we have to go through in our lives sometimes, okay? And sometimes, you know, you don't really know until you're pushed to the very limits. I keep getting this Four of Cups energy. Okay, maybe there was some kind of like a plea deal here involved in this situation. See, Four of Cups. Someone didn't want to accept this offer. And that could have, you know, there's all kinds of reasons to be targeted, all right, by this death cult, this community cult, whatever. They're all part of the same thing. But it looks like there's some kind of like offer being made here, or was being made, the Knight of Wands attached to it. So some kind of communication is coming. Something has come to light in such a way, in a profound way, with the sun upright to the Judgment. So that's like, imagine the sound waves, a boom coming from the sun. Like it's covering every frequency. Look, these are the frequency bands. It's covering every frequency. Whatever kind. This is like a John Wick communication to me. It's like a. Where's that at? Where is that at? Okay. Oh, target. Okay. Because I know this energy. I live in this energy. Targeted individual, okay? Like John Wick, right? That's really what he was. And they put a bounty on his head. It's like at the end of the movie, you know, when the bounty goes off his head and everything opens back up for him and life is whatever. That's crazy. That's what it's like. It's like this message is like a message of freedom. And people don't like it. That's right. What did it say? Haters regret your freedom and the fact that you're getting attention from people, that you're the star. So these people are jealous, so they're using chaos magic to try to distract you from what it is that you're going after, what it is that you're building, what it is that you're developing in your life, the business, whatever it is. Okay, they're haters. That's it. And they're in regret. They're like envy and shit. Where's that at right here? It's right there. So they're trying to use some kind of, they're trying to find something that they can set you up. It sounds like they're coming at you with a fucking little shady ass offer over here, bro. That's what I see. Somebody trying to, maybe you got, because these are upright. I don't know. Like, I'm not getting and these are fast movement frequencies. Like, we got carriers out here sending these messages, man. It's like a hub station and the carrier. You know what I'm saying? The frequency's going out. Fast. It's got somebody on the run. Look at this. Somebody's on the run here, okay? Somebody could be on the run from the justice. Look at the horse. See ya. Bye, Felicia. Wow, okay. So this is swift moving judgment. There's an offer. Somebody's rejecting that offer. Because why? Because there's poison in that cup. That's why. There's some kind of poison in the toxicity. Come on, man. Why are you going to accept an offer from somebody that doesn't even see their own toxicity? That's not healthy as a person. Or whatever, right? You know? Sometimes, look, the whole key in life is for success. 8 and Neptune. Landed directly on justice. Sometimes you gotta let go of things from your past in order to make progress moving forward in your future. Okay, not everybody can go where you're going. It's that simple. All right. If things are meant to be, then they'll be. But you need to take a look at yourself sometimes. You know, these haters and stuff, they refuse to self-reflect. The narcissist cannot look at themselves and see, why am I stuck in this situation? Okay, the mercy that you extend to others is the mercy that will be extended back to you. If you're incapable of looking at yourself in self-reflection, like the police and all these people, these groups, they can't look at themselves and say, I'm a fucking corrupt cop. No, they get $20,000 in the mail every month. You know what I mean? So they're not. Yeah, so there's some kind of message coming through out here. Look, it's like it's bringing everything to an end. All right, whatever the situation was, okay, in your life, Scorpio energy out here, transformation. There's some kind of heavy communication that's coming in, and it's a message of truth. And it's going through the airwaves, and it's reverberating, and it's causing a lot of people to be really upset. What I tell you, the tower. It is causing a tower in a lot of people's lives. They are not happy you are still above fucking ground, man. They had a place buried for you. They had a place, look at what I tell you, trying to sneak away because they know the law on that ass. All right? Coming for, look at it. Psst, defeated. Done. It's over. Give me that sword. Take it right out of the ether. Destiny is on your side, my friends. Okay? And that's what you need to go after. Your North Node. All right? It's an exaggerated statement to some people. But do your research on your natal chart. I'm telling you. If you can... Part of your weapons of your warfare, chosen ones, is to be in your North Node at all times. I'm telling you. I'm serious. That is where your blessings will come. Okay? Because whatever that may be for you, right? What is your North Node? Okay? What is your destiny? Where are you supposed to be going in your future and in your life? These people try to take your destiny. That's what they do. They bind you. And it's poisonous. Could be about Queen of Cups. Look, on my side it's in reverse, but I'm just bringing it out. Queen of Cups in reverse to the Two of Swords. This is an emotional blockage. This is an emotional manipulator. This is some kind of feminine energy. Could be male or female. But this energy is being blocked, okay? Somebody was trying to emotionally manipulate you and drag you down. You know, and that's what some people, toxic people do. They want to grab your emotions, okay? And then they filter everything. It's all manipulation. I'm telling you, that's witchcraft, okay? You don't have to call yourself a witch to be a witch. So you're heavy on the toxic emotional manipulation going on around you. Somebody coming through and acting like it's an offer of some sort, okay? Now, this is a tangible offer. But whatever offer it is, I'm telling you, it is a tangible offer. Somebody's coming. Okay, so it looks like there's a number of different things happening here, right? I feel like we have some kind of legal situation. And it shook some shit up, okay? For real. Okay? I'm seeing it. It's all coming together right now, all right? Some kind of legal situation. You know, maybe you're being called to go heal by the ocean. You know, I'm always open to move by the ocean. I'm always open to go there. Some people need to get their act right. You know what I'm saying? Anyhow, so check it out. The world, okay? Something has come complete in full circle here. And that little offer has turned into a much bigger offer, okay? So it's almost like this. Like somebody, maybe somebody had to take a plea deal, okay? And like that. And they were trying to, you know, and they were like, well, if I hold out, right? And the court came in and said, now you're getting 20 years. All right, I don't know. It could be something like that because it's shocking here at the tower. Could be everybody in the courtroom. Look at this. Look at this in the courtroom. This could be a death penalty. And everybody in the courtroom, the families are all shocked and shit. Everybody's crying. Everybody's screaming, throwing fucking books and shit. And the bailiff's fucking got to arrest people. Everything's going nuts. But you're dealing with a toxic woman and a toxic man. So these are the two people that were, these are the people that are being exposed. So now I feel like we're going into like the people involved in this situation. Like who are, we got the spirit. We know we're in spiritual warfare out here, okay? If you come to my reading, you are, definitely, okay? But the Masons are involved, the community cult, that community-oriented policing bullshit, these gang stalking, right? That work within these covens, that work through these secret fraternities and these corrupt ass police and these Freemasons and CIA and shit. But there's a toxic woman out here and a toxic man in this situation involved. They're being exposed. That's what this is about. I'm trying to tell you right now. All right, somebody's in court with this toxic man and this toxic woman, and I feel like they're dark practitioners. All right, and it's for fraud. Damn, somebody getting a case. And it's intentional. So that landed right, that went right where poison was. So maybe these people are getting caught for trying to unalive somebody, poison somebody. They're being exposed as a fraud. Okay, whoever this, there's a woman, and let me explain something to you how they do this, man. How this death cult, how they think, and what they do when they target somebody, like a real target like myself. So they'll send a honeypot into your life, a female. So she studies you. They use mirror magic. So she mirrors all your activities, you know, acts like she's involved in the same kind of things you are, those kinds of things to get close to you, to gain information, to gain your trust, right? All the while she's got a whole fucking dude right behind her, a toxic man, as her handler. That's these honeypots. That's what they do, these agents. They work for the fucking enemy, all right? But on the surface, you would know that because they come attired just like a light worker. That's what they do. They don the garments of a light worker in order to function within those communities, in order to target certain individuals. I'm telling you. And they use moon magic, okay? And they work with a corrupt government, all right? And Spirit is saying you need to love yourself, okay, in this situation, whatever this is for you. Love yourself because, listen, they're not going to love you, all right? You're dealing with a cult, okay? You're dealing with a cult, what I tell you. And this is, you got a coven, cult, the Freemasons, you got moon magic, corrupt government. It's a death ritual magic. What did I tell you? And why, okay? Because they're going after your divine mission, that's why. So you have a divine purpose on this earth, and that's who they come for. They come for the chosen, all right? This is the demonic cult. Binding spells, working through the police, attacking your divine mission. P. Diddy, that's the kind of energy that these people, that's what, that can happen sometimes when you get up there. You know what I'm saying? In those circles. But imagine that. Being targeted by all of this energy and somehow still overcoming it and succeeding. Let me see what we got here. Spirit is saying to believe in yourself. Okay? You're dealing with people that are like swingers. What did I tell you? That's the kind of energy that these people are in. Child sacrificing. Okay? Eyes wide shut type people. What did I tell you? Okay? This ain't a game. All right? Now, you ever see the movie Get Out? Okay? That's my life. That's the life of a targeted individual in a community cult like this. This is the thing, they isolate you in a community at a specific location so that they can target you. All right? And the way that the humiliation ritual, the smear campaign, all that shit. All right? But this ain't a game. This shit's for real right here. This shit's in the courts right now. I tell you. They got you in some John Wick energy, right? Like I said earlier. And it's a satanic military cult. And it's because you're a chosen one. What did I tell you? Okay, you're special. You have a purpose on this earth. All right, you're being targeted. All right, you got all this dark magic over you. All these things happening to you. It's because you are a special person and you have a divine mission on this earth and you're a chosen one. That's why. And you need to believe in yourself and love yourself. They're putting you through a humiliation ritual. It's not your fault. Okay? Don't let shame or guilt overtake you for something that has nothing to do with you. This is them. They're demons. They're possessed. They've been given over to a strong spirit of delusion. They're religious zealots. And you're being scammed. I'm telling you, it's a scam. Look, man, these scam artists today are so sophisticated. Have you seen some of these things that these people concoct in their minds? Like, oh my God, bro, what is wrong with you people? But okay, so something in this is a scam. All right. Now, I went through the honeypot situation. So you're talking about love scams, money scams. There's all kinds of scams. All right. This intelligence network operates all the scams. Okay. So they're all scam artists trying to act like that there's something that they're not. All up in these spiritual communities, some of them leading them. Okay. Or whatever. And it's a scam. All right. It's a fraud. So these are scam artists and these are frauds. Right. Working through corrupt government. And what are they trying? They're blocking you. All right? You think something bad's happening because you just got bad karma? No, you're being targeted, okay? And you're being targeted by this cult right here. It's like some old man out here. Where is he? I seen him earlier. Some gray beard out here. Some white hair. Because, I feel like the toxic woman, toxic man, two practitioners. The devil. What did I say? Community. This is the cult right here. Okay. This is the cult. Okay. This is what you're dealing with. This is that false image. This is the no thing. The I-N. Okay. This is what chains and binds you to the false reality of the vision of what we can see. It is a false light. That's why the devil has to transform himself into an angel of light. Because no one's going to accept this monster. You know what I'm saying? And that's not even, what it really represents, but you get the message. To the Three of Swords. So this is their regret. So I really feel like it's because of your success. Because of your victory over this situation. Okay? Because you're free. Because you have the ability to communicate to the world. Six of Wands for the chosen ones. Okay? No more stagnation. King of Pentacles. Trying to bind the king. Trying to bind your crown chakra with conflict. Trying to create instability and chaos and blame it on you. That's called, it's emotional manipulation. But it's when, what do they call that? When somebody attacks you first, okay? And then you attack back or to protect yourself. That energy, okay? Trying to create reactive abuse, excuse me. What I tell you, old man graybeard out here. All right? Now who is this? Toxic woman? Or the toxic man? This looks like a toxic man to me. Virgo? Uh-oh. Never that. This, my friends, is who you're dealing with. This is your spiritual practitioner right here. Okay, I don't care if he came out upright. I don't care. All right, all he cares about is money. Look, what I tell you, trying to bind you. All right, now look at this, like lanterns. That's what I see. It's like somebody creeping in the middle of the night. They got shovels and they're going to look at dig these. Yeah, so that's the kind of energy, bro. These people dig graves. Okay, all right. Now they're trying to bind you on the astral. All right. This is to me the number 8 with the there's no sun or daylight in this card. It is 8 swords. Okay. 8 swords in the astral plane and the mental plane, descending upon the individual, causing a blockage of the crown chakra and your lower base root chakra as the communication goes down the spinal column. Okay? So you're thinking, oh, wow, that you're blind. That's a binding spell. And here's your practitioner. Use a heavy masculine energy. It could be a female cloaking themselves in this masculine energy, operating in the capacity to bind you. Okay, this is also binding by the court system. So the communications that's coming out is binding. All right, there's some form of communication that's come out through the justice system. It's binding. It's called your fucking haters a bunch of pissy, little pissant, a little frustrated. I feel like you're wise too with that energy. There's nothing anybody can get past you. You're cutting through the bullshit. King of Swords. You see right Gemini energy there. You see right through the shit. No one can bind you or block you. Or nobody can, okay? Unless you allow them, all right? You gotta inform yourself of your situation to understand what's really going on in your life, all right? People are spying on you. Okay, you got people spying on you because, what I tell you, look. Because you're the star. Double confirmation. People are really looking at you, okay? And you know, you got like one main person who's like, it's just swept up all this dust and this air around you to get everybody, hey, listen, look, it's all in the air, right? Hey, look at this guy, look. See, but you're all the while over here, look at the beautiful messages you're putting out, vibrations you're putting out, like beautiful messages of healing and light and truth and abundance and goodness, right? And faith. This is the message that you're sending out because you're a star, because you're a chosen one. All right, you send out love and truth and light, and you mean it, okay? You're not perfect. Nobody's perfect. Nobody on this earth. All right, but you have star energy in you. You are the star. Aquarian energy out here, Gemini. We got Jupiter on the board. We got Sagittarius, Libra, Scorpio, Piscean energy, heavy Pluto energy, Capricorn, and Virgo. If I didn't say it 3 times already, Virgo. Who's under judgment. So this Virgo out here is under judgment. Could be. But with that man, the hermit man, as a masculine energy, I get it's like a battle between good and evil, man. That's what I keep getting, like, you know, God and the devil, right? But there's something about this star energy, like, that they come after. The enemy comes after those that have like this magnetism or this light that they want to share to the world. Things come out of the woodwork to distract you. Oh, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. It's kind of crazy. But I do got healing by the ocean. Okay? Healing by the ocean. Maybe spirit, and we started out with the number 8 and Neptune or water. So heavy on the water energy. What I say? Spell work. Now, put the Gabriel's trumpet in the card judgment next to the sun, and then with justice, okay? So there's some kind of spell work that whatever this judgment is like dissipating. It's like the spell work, okay, this moon magic, which is intentional, is being eradicated. You have a doppelganger energy? Yeah, this practitioner, it could be an Aries. You could be dealing with a doppelganger in the Aries energy. Someone acting like they're you. Somebody who, this is mirror magic. This is what the enemy uses. So they mirror you. Like when you're being gang stalked, they all want to wear the same color clothes as you. You wonder how they can all coordinate all that shit? You need to know the elaborate nature of their sophisticated network and how they function first to realize it ain't just spiritual. These motherfuckers have technology, and they are complete criminals, completely, top to bottom, okay? But they'll wear the same color shirts as you, same everything. So you get that energy because they're trying to fucking steal your identity. This is part of the process of destiny swapping. Gang stalking is destiny swapping. You got a doppelganger energy out there who's an Aries that fucking envies the shit out of you. And it came out with a toxic male, okay? 33rd degree Mason, that's who it is. We got an Aries out there. I know you're listening, okay? But you're being vindicated, all right? Not you, doppelganger, but you, chosen one. Because why? Because the truth is coming out. What I tell you on the airwaves, the frequency of the Most High God is on your airwaves today. So mind your business. Don't worry yourself none. Kick back, sit back, chosen. Sit back. Okay? Get yourself a drink. All right? Calm down. Pull up a chair. All right? Mind your business. Why? Because your power is in your silence, my friend. That's why. They can listen to you in your car. If you are a targeted individual, they are listening to you in your car. I promise you, every single word you say. You think not. And that's 100. You need to be silent, move in silence, okay? Because they are always listening to you. I'm telling you, these are disgusting fucking human beings, man. And that you're dealing with this. Everybody, listen to me. You want to know why this shit resonates with everybody? Because everybody's dealing with this because it's in everybody's fucking community. Facts. We're all dealing with it. Because of why? So somebody paid a practitioner to use spell magic, moon magic on you, spiritual, put you in John Wick energy, spiritual warfare, but you're a warrior, see, and you're a chosen one. So they didn't, I don't think, what I tell you, I don't think they realized who they was messing with. They fear you. See, there's laws there's spiritual laws that govern spiritual warfare that the enemy does not provide to the chosen ones. The dark side has the weapons of the warfare, okay? And it's their warfare. So how do the chosen ones or the light workers or the real ones, how do they come out and defend themselves against these things unless we speak up and gather together and speak out in truth, no matter how we gather together and speak out in truth? They fear us, man. Why do you think they never let two targeted individuals come together? You're dealing with a dark witch and a dark practitioner, what I tell you. So look, I get this heavy Aries energy on this male warlock or whatever, okay? This could be the 33rd degree Mason, but on the toxic female, I get this dark witch energy. So it's like a warlock and a witch, and they're like a tandem, and that's how they do it. So whenever they target a man and they're sending a honeypot, okay, a honeypot bot, she's gonna have a handler. And then they're going to have like a group of people that live close in proximity to which they all are able to communicate and network with each other throughout the day, 24 hours a day. Facts, okay? That handler is basically like her lover because these are swingers. All right, they come with that energy. So he's pimping out his own girl, basically what I'm trying to tell you. This guy right here pimps out his own girl. He's a pimp. He's a pimp. Most of these witches are prostitutes. Could be dealing with a Scorpio as well. And what did I say? This is spiritual court. Because I knew there's some kind of justice, obviously justice center, but something higher in the court system. Something higher above, like, it's almost like that knowledge and the communication is coming down from on high and reaching the airwaves and the frequency of the courthouse, right? So this is spiritual court, and these people are in judgment. And they're going after your sacral energy. Okay, meaning they're going to come after, like, for some people, like, that are, if you're lonely, okay, and you need a friend, all right, or if you know what I'm trying to say, anything like that, not just your creativity, your forms of communication, your desires, your urges and things of that nature is being attacked, because that's the root and base of your entire being. Okay, so somebody is really truly attacking the foundation and the crown of your being, and they're using communication mostly, meaning they're really coming. Look, the devil controls the air. This is the negative air frequency. This is the electromagnetic spectrum in reverse. Okay, this is the antithesis to the thesis, root of which is God. Okay, you get it? Dios, God, Dios. This is causing the tower. So whatever communication has come from the Most High God, all right, probably got these people out here scurrying around to do more sex magic because they don't know what else to do with themselves. All right, Spirit's saying you need to focus. Whatever the situation is, look, you can't be letting out in any distractions right now in your life, okay? Any person coming into your life right now that wants to get into your heart or get close to you is either being sent by the enemy, or I don't know what to say about it, because unless somebody's coming in to support you truly, and you got to know, you got to be able to discern by reading the spirits. Test the spirits, okay? You got to test the spirits. People will try to put you down, but you know what? No, man. When somebody does something to you and you know that it's wrong and it's a red flag, immediately you shut the door on that shit. Do not let nobody disrespect you or your energy. Protect your energy, chosen ones. I'm trying to tell you. Big secret. Protect your energy. Okay? Focus. Because these people are, thinking of you obsessively. So you need to, they're thinking of, somebody's obsessed with you. And your sacral energy? Come and get your love. Being poisoned. Somebody's obsessively thinking about you and your sacral energy. This could be a sex demon. Somebody's coming in, somebody's sending in a sex demon. They're focused on you. Okay? Because the truth is coming out, because you're standing in your power, because you're minding your business, and because you know about maybe this murder, this hot plot, okay? Because that's what I'm saying. There's a plot out here to do something to somebody, man. We got the death card out here, right next to the tower. All right, but I feel like this not just come out. The justice system's here. The Three of Swords is right above it. So these people, I feel like they're being exposed, okay? But these practitioners are excessively thinking about you. And they're targeting they're focusing on your sacral plexus, the root base, mudlahara. So they're trying to keep you in a state of chaos, fight or flight. That's their tactic. They're trying to poison you. Those are the last two. These people are desperate. That's the last tactic they have left, is to attack you from a sexual angle, or from like if you're a man, to try to send a female counterpart in who's toxic, not a real one. And if you're a female, so male brothers and sisters, okay, out there, just whatever it is, if you need to hear it, mind your business, okay? Be at your own business. Stay focused on your own, what you're doing, okay? Because the enemy's trying to distract you right now by sending in toxic people around you. So you're being called to act with courage, okay? Because you're being gang stalked. They're trying to Nipsey hustle you. That's why. That's how they do it. They work through the police to do it. What do you think that happened to George Floyd? That whole thing was a setup through the gang stalkers and the police. Facts. You're dealing with a gold digger, right? And they're using black magic, okay? Black magic. God Molech, that's the Molech they sacrificed, and Baal they sacrificed the children to. You see? This is the energy of our court system. Baal and Molech run the criminal justice system, just so you know. That energy. They want you to shut up. What did I tell you? They want you to shut up. They're trying to shut me up. Okay? And they've been very successful at it up until of recently. Okay? But that's the thing. They want to shut you up. Maybe you know something about this situation, these people, that could fucking put them away for the rest of their lives. Maybe you know about 3 unalivings. Maybe you communicated that to the feds. They want to shut you up. Dealing with narcissists. You know what I found interesting? Is the easiest, okay, this is not an attack on anybody, but the easiest people get away with narcissism is the female energy, women, because they can hide it so well. They can cloak themselves in their children's energy. There's just so much. I'm talking covert narcissism. I'm not saying, the women out there, they're raging, but no, I'm saying cloak it, conceal it better, than men can, because men have that more aggressive or masculine nature. It's a little bit more difficult for them to, hide that certain aspects of true narcissism. That's just my experience. I mean, I could be wrong. Females out there, don't be yelling at me, okay? But somebody loves you, okay? All right, could be this narcissist, okay? Does this narcissist love you? I don't know, somebody out here is completely obsessed with you, focused on you, hyperventilating right now because you're wiping your ass the wrong way in the bathroom, okay? That's how bad it is. They're obsessed with you. Someone loves you that much. This is dark. This is dark. That is dark. That's like, what is, I mean, like, I'm trying, love spells, right? This is how much they love you, okay? You like this love? Is this a cup of love you want to drink? Or is this poison, all right? Is somebody trying to bind you into a toxic relationship, take you to the ocean, and then sacrifice you and sink you under the waves, bury you in the sand? Is that what they're trying to do? Trying to Nipsey Hustle you? With their love spells? A Gemini? Someone's attacking a Gemini that is a spiritual narcissist. And this Gemini is not a spiritual narcissist because I'm Gemini and there's no way he can be. No. You could be dealing with a Gemini who is a spiritual narcissist, or you could be dealing, or you are a Gemini, or it's that Gemini energy, because it's the Gemini energy, because we're talking about they love you, the lovers, okay? Number 6, okay? Someone loves you and loves spells. So I feel like they're attacking a Gemini. They're using the Gemini energy at the very least to attack somebody at a spiritual level. And that, all these practitioners out there are spiritual narcissists, okay? That's what they do. They're trying to take your crown. Okay, that's their plan. That's their plan. Love yourself again. I put this in my deck twice to remind myself. Love yourself. Listen, love yourself. Learn what that means. Care for your body. Care for your mental health too, okay? Don't let people just get all screwed up in your, you know what I mean? Yeah, whoever you're dealing with might be just like a spoiled little brat. Always had everything handed to them. Thinks the world fucking belongs to them. Entitled ass little pinprick, you know what I mean? And that's sad consequences. Philadelphia could be involved. You know your worth, okay? These people have way too much pride, and doors are opening, and these people are beneath you, all right? That's why they're targeting you, for real, at the end of the day, all right? I'm not even sure what I'm going to title this reading. You're dealing with a Jezebel spirit, okay? Trailer trash, okay? They're coming for your innocence, and it's a trap. What did I tell you, okay? It's a trap. This Jezebel is a trap, brother. Okay, brothers out there, all right? Test the spirits, okay, brothers and sisters, male or female, I don't care. The Jezebel spirit is just the Jezebel spirit. Of course, it's connected to the woman because she embodies it the worst. Or, I don't know, whatever, the worst, but the, whatever, you know. But it could be a male Jezebel spirit. It's the same thing, okay? So it doesn't really matter. But it's a trap. There's some kind of situation that they're trying to, that's what I see, a love spell here. A situation in love, a spiritual narcissist. Somebody who's coming to you appearing like they're spiritual, but in truth, they're actually a real fucking bona fide blowhard, motherfucking disgusting ass human being that sacrifices children, eats fucking baby livers and shit, dude, okay? All right, this is Jezebel. It's a trap, okay? Now, you're innocent. Whatever this is in the situation, that's what it is, okay? Your innocence is what got you through. Your innocence is why. Your innocence, okay? Okay? King, you could be you're a king or queen of pentacles. You might be in the fair game ritual, and they're right now unaliving the chosen ones. That's what they're doing right now, okay? Chicago could be important. The NSA could be involved. Eastern Stars. You got a Capricorn working with the CIA. Now, all of this is because you're special. Okay, understand that. That's why they target the chosen ones. Okay, let's get a little after tarot. All right, I've already seen like how this is going to end. Okay, but this you're being given warning here in this situation. Mind your business. The truth is coming out. So stand tall. Okay, whatever situation you're going through right now, stand tall, stand erect. Okay. All right. If you're not guilty in this situation, whatever it may be, spiritual court has been called. Okay. If you call judgment on a situation, you best believe the angels and higher beings, a higher consciousness are involved in your situation and are overseeing it. You must believe that. It is the truth. If it's at that level, if you've been putting on some John Wick shit out here, okay, trust and believe that, all right? Spirit, what is the outcome for the chosen ones? What is the outcome for the chosen ones, Spirit? Spirit. Fishy offer. High Priestess. So maybe you already know what the outcome is with the King of Pentacles, the High Priestess to the King of Pentacles. I remember saying something like that yesterday. All right, now this is the energy, okay? So this is the after tower, right? So this is where this is the male energy. Okay. I'm not trying to be redundant here is what I'm trying to say, okay? But the King of Pentacles energy, right? I've been getting this High Priestess with the King of Pentacles. There's something here about the divine masculine needing to embody the divine feminine energy in this respect, okay? Or two individuals here that embody this kind of energy. Or duplicity within one individual, meaning whoever you are, male or female, okay, take the roles as they apply to you and take what and leave the rest. But as this energy of that security of being a king or a queen on your throne of your physical and controlling and regulating all the operations externally, but within you, you're a whole High Priestess, okay? And that's what these people don't know. They've been coming for the king, I'm trying to tell you. They come for the kings and the queens, and that's what I just pulled. Or where's it at? Where's it at? Unaliving the chosen ones. They come for the kings and the queens right there. So that's who they come for, okay? So, but your intuition has kicked into high gear, okay? Maybe you're being given an upgrade in your spiritual. The sun is also out here again. This is a card of blessing, okay? The Page of Cups. This truth that you've received has come from within, okay? Whatever it was. 9 of Swords to the 10 of Pentacles. This is your outcome. Now, this 9 of Swords, okay? If you notice, he snatches one of the swords right out of the ether to battle the dragon, right, of the mind, right, of those astral airways, of those psychic attacks that we have all been receiving of late, haven't we? So you've gained control of the astral realm. You might be learning how to astral travel, okay? King of Swords energy out here again. Double confirmation with the Ace of Swords again. Double confirmation on the side of the truth with the 10 of Pentacles after. So this is preserving your lineage, to the 10 of Cups. So man, if somebody had just come with you, they might have had the 10 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. Queen of Cups reversed to the 5 of Cups. Could have had your 9 of Cups. Could have had your 4 of Wands. Could have had your 6 of Cups had they just chosen the right person. Lord have mercy. Do you see this, my friends, is the destiny of the chosen ones. We are demon slayers. I love all of you. Please like, please share, please subscribe to my channel if you find it in your heart to donate to me in any way whatsoever, no matter what it is. I am very grateful for it. It means a lot to me. I wanted to say to all my new subscribers again, be patient with me as I'm going through a lot to do what I'm doing right now, okay? And Spirit has told me I need to not go to the lives right now. So I'm just following the inclination because the enemy is targeting me, is going to be targeting me on the lives the most, and I need to be prepared for all that. First of all, to know exactly how to, just my current situation. Doesn't mean it's always going to be like this. You know what I'm saying? My situation is going to continue to improve because I'm blessed by the best, and so are you.